ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, with the permission of the בעל הבית, הרב הגאון הרב צבי רייזמן שליטה, this week the Parsha of the week is the Parsha of the בית המקדש, ועשו לי משכן ושכנתי בתוכם. It's a pasuk that it's very, very hard to understand. Hashem decide to live. עשו לי משכן, that we should do a mishkan for Hashem and he will live on us. בתוכו לא נאמר, not on the בית המקדש. Hashem did not ask that to build a בית המקדש so that Hashem will be living in the בית המקדש. לא, בתוכם, inside everyone here. It's very hard to understand this. It can take us millions of years if we have to live millions of years. So just to imagine, to understand who we are, that Hashem will put his Mishkan inside each one of us. It's very, very hard to understand. Especially for people like us. ועשו לי משכן, לי לשמי, for me. That means every one of us, we have to put ourselves to be the Mishkan of Hashem. Who are we? You know, Rabotai, that the Torah spend a lot of parashiyot how to build a Mishkan. And today the Mishkan doesn't exist. When the Torah talk about Shabbos, only few psukim talk about Shabbos. When the Torah talk about Nida, only one pasuk, Ve'el isha b'nidata lo tikrav. Don't touch her, a woman that she's Nida. And there is a lot of halachot. The Torah talk about something that today it doesn't exist. And what it is the reason? רבותיי, ועשו לי משכן ושכנתי בתוכם. הקדוש ברוך הוא, he knows that today there is no Mishkan, there is no בית המקדש, but each one here of us, he is a בית המקדש. And that's why Hashem wanted that each one of us knows that every part of Ramah Barim Vishasa Gidim, it's part of his body, he is a part of the Mishkan of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's HaKadosh Baruch Hu. People who said Na'asi v'nishma, usually only Malachim use the word Na'asi v'nishma. We do, then we listen. And Am Israel, they said on Matan Torah Na'asi v'nishma. So even HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he said, Mi gila razeh lebanai, who told the Jews to compare themselves like the Malachim. Usually the Malachim have no Yitzhara. The Malachim, when Hashem asks them something, before they hear what Hashem wants from them, they prepare themselves to do what Hashem wants. This is the Malachim, because they have no Yitzhara. But we, people, we have Yitzhara. Usually we listen, then we do. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, people like that, who are willing to do, to say, to talk, to say, to accept the Torah, na'aseh v'nishma, to accept the Torah, to do it before they listen to it, I want them to be my house. ועשו לי משכן, ושכנתי בתוכם. That means, Rabotai, everyone here, he has this capacity to be the Mishkan of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When Moshe Rabbeinu was in the Shamayim to receive the Torah, the Malachim said, what this man is doing here. And Hashem told them he came to receive the Torah. So the Malachim said, the Torah, how can you give them the Torah? They are only human being. The Torah is Esh, the Torah is fire, the Torah is it's your names, like the Ramban said, or the Torah is Shemutav Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Torah is the names of Hashem. How can you give? You are Hashem. How can you give your secret, your Torah to? So Hashem is told Moshe Rabbeinu, give them an answer. And Moshe said, Hashem, I'm worried. If I give them an answer, maybe they will burn me. And Hashem he told Moshe Rabbeinu, give the Gabi kisi kevudi. You touch my kisi and give them an answer. The question is why Hashem would not give the answer to the Malachim? Why Moshe Rabbeinu he had to face the Malachim? I mean, can you imagine what it is a Malach? A Malach, it's mamash biprat, especially the Malachim up there. They can burn a person. A Yilud Isha. A Malachim cannot burn souls, neshamot, but a man, a Yilud Isha, yes, they can burn him. And Hashem, he told Moshe Rabbeinu, you give them the answer. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, Hashem, I'm worried, maybe they'll burn me. Hashem, he said, no, you can't. Look, touch my kisakov, do you see that you're capable? You have kohot. So answer them. That means, Rabotai, a lot of times people don't realize the kohot they have. We do have kohot. We do have kohot on emunah. We do have kohot. You know why? Because Hashem, He is on each one of us. We are not our own kohot. You have to know this. All what we do for Hashem, it doesn't come from our own kohot. It came from Lulei Hashem Azer Lo Eno Yecholo. It came from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. All those kohot. So when Hashem He said, "Ve'asu li mishkan v'shachati b'dorcham," yes, we can. Beseder, yes, we can. Don't forget, even Moshe Rabbeinu, that he is Yilud Isha, he was the Bashamayim, and he touched the Kisei HaKavod, and nothing happened to him. And he talked to the Malachim, nothing happened to him. So, if Moshe Rabbeinu, nothing happened to him, the Shamayim, Bashamayim, it's Ish Ochla. Can you imagine what it is, the Kisei HaKavod, to touch Kisei HaKavod? It's not something, just something normal. It's I mean, anyone can touch it billions of kilometers before you reach Kisei HaKavod. Anyone who can, just to see Kisei HaKavod, you get burned. Moshe Rabbeinu touched it. Nothing happened to him. Why? It's something that we did not know before. And now HaKadosh tells us the secret. That we are, each one of us, he is the Mishkan of Hashem. We are, since we said, Na'aseh v'nishma, we become the Mishkan of Hashem. Since Hashem, he said, since we said Na'aseh v'nishma, and I have a proof. It said, Vayis'o me'ar Sinai. When the Bnei Israel, after 1 year, after 2 years, 1.5 years, they went in the desert, in Har Sinai, now the time has come to leave, to go. And the Ramban asked a question, a beautiful question. He said, well, now that they went from Har Sinai, what about all this kavod, the Shekhinah that it was in Har Sinai, where it went, where? And can you imagine? Hashem, when He gave the Torah to the Bnei Israel, He was Bashamayim. Hashem, He came from the Shamayim. Vayered Hashem. Just imagine. Vayered Hashem. Hashem, He came from up there to Har Sinai. There is a Gemara who said that Mamash the Shamayim came Mamash till the Har Sinai. So Moshe Rabbeinu was there for 3 times. He went from there to the Shamayim 3 times. He stayed with Hashem for the first 40 days, the 40 nights, the second 40 days, 40 nights, and second and the third 40 days and 40 nights. It was Har Sinai. So all were discovered. And the Torah said that no one was allowed to touch Har Sinai. So Har Sinai was so holy. So what happened? What happened? Where? And the Rabban said, well, the Shekhinah, that it was in Har Sinai, from Har Sinai, it went to the Mishkan. And who is the Mishkan? So the Mishkan is the Mishkan. So all this kavod, all this kedusha of Har Sinai, it went from there to the Mishkan. Who's the Mishkan? ועשו לי משכן ושכנתי בתוכם. So can you imagine each one of us here has a piece, has a part of all this kavod that Hashem put on Har Sinai. משה קיבל תורה מסיני ומסרה ליהושע. All this Torah that was given from Har Sinai, and Baruch Hashem, we studied that Torah. So each one of us here has a part of this Torah that came from the Shamayim. Can you imagine? ועשו לי משכן ושכנתי בתוכם. Since we said, נעשה ונשמע, we had this zichut to be the Mishkan of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You live in Los Angeles. Hey, you have here, Rav Tzvika Reisman. Le'anar wrote a lot of books of halacha. Baruch Hashem, you have Torah. ועשו לי משכן. Each one here has the capacity to be a Mishkan of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you cannot say, who I am to be Mishkan of HaKadosh. Yes, you can. We all said, Na'aseh v'nishma. Even Moshe Rabbeinu at the beginning, he thought he couldn't compare himself to Chas v'chayila, to any malach up there. Until Hashem told him, hey, Moshe, you don't know your capacity. You don't know what you are. Moshe, you can touch Harsi, you can touch the Kisei HaKavod, nothing will happen to you. You know what this is Kisei HaKavod? That's what Hashem said. You can touch Kisei HaKavod, nothing will happen to you. If nothing will happen to you, so you don't worry from the Malachim. So each one here has this kohod. And I would like just to tell you a small story of Emunah. A small story of Emunah. And that story, it started here in Los Angeles. 2 years ago, I was here. I was by Mr. Smadara, and I received, we were going to Young Israel, to the synagogue, and I received a phone call from New York. And that phone call, it was a man that his parents live here in Los Angeles. I don't want to say, maybe you will understand. And he has a big problem. I pushed him that he should have more children. And then, Baruch Hashem, his wife was pregnant, twins. And then a problem happened that the doctor said they have to take off the 2 children for a problem, health problem. And he called me, Rabbi David, what can we do? I said, look, you must ask Poskim. Posek, I'm not a Posek. I'm Rabbi David Pinto, but I'm not a Dayan. I'm not a Posek. I'm not a doctor. I cannot. If it was me, I will not do nothing. But ask a Posek. So he told me, Rabbi David, we asked few Poskim, and they said, all of them said, we have to take the children. I said, I cannot give you an answer for that. Do what you want. He said, but my wife, she cannot live with this doubt. So ask all the doctors. So all the doctors, all the radio, all the scan she did, they all said she have to take them off. And I couldn't give him my answer. Why? Because I have emunah. Hashem, if you give something, you have to accept it. But now the doctor said what they said, This is not my problem. This is the problem for Rabbi, the poskim. But I'm not capable to tell him, yes, take them. So he said, so I cannot take them because you push us to have children. So I wanted one. Now there is two, and now they are not well. You know, in my mind, what I saw, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. In my mind, I saw just this Anochi Hashem Elokecha. And Ma'amad Sinai, everybody was there. In my mind, my mind was telling me, even those two babies were there, they heard Hashem, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Vay'u et hakolot. They saw Hashem. So I cannot say, in the poskim, there is Gdolim, there is Dayanim, they decide. So I told him, no, please don't push me. So he said, no, I will not, and the doctors. Then I went back to Israel, and a month, and now he's come. She was now 8 months pregnant. Now the doctor said, take them, destroy them, take them before it's late. It's not good for the mother, it's not good for the children. And again, he begged me, please, Rabbi David, tell me what to do. I said, look, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, HaKadosh give us till now, Baruch Hashem, it's already 8 months since your wife, she was pregnant. 3 months, they told her to destroy them. Now they go, how can I tell you? If I didn't tell you to take them 3 months, 5 months ago, how can I tell you now to take them? I can't. Do what you want. And Behemet, I was very stressed. And here, Mr. Marciano, that every time Rabbi David, he's again on the telephone. I don't want to answer him. I did not answer him. I didn't want to talk to him. Just I send him a message. If you have Emunah, keep them. You are worried. You have the poskim. They are all behind you. Take them. Big poskim, not a small poskim. Big dayanim. Here come the day that she's supposed to have the children. They told her again, the doctors, this is the last day. Maybe it's better that we take them, don't see them, we bury them, and that's it. And then I had to answer him. I said, look, since the beginning, I didn't give you the permission because I'm not a Dayan. The Dayan give you permission. For me, I never said, I cannot say to somebody to do abortion, to take them. It's hard for me. But the halacha is with you. I told him, look, have emunah on Hashem. This is ve'asu li mishkan v'shachanti b'tocham. You have no imagination how much everyone here, how much according to how much he's connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he will feel this v'shachanti b'tocham. V'shachanti b'tocham. To feel Hashem inside you. To feel Hashem. I will never forget when I went to see Rav Shach Alav Shalom, maybe 30 years ago. After 15 minutes talking with him about, I had some questions about the Judaism in France. And at the end I told him, I want you to give me some chizuk. Some chizuk, an advice on emunah. I will never forget what he told me. He opened his hand, his fingers, and he started to move them. And I was looking, I saw his hand, his fingers moving. He told me, if people in the morning, when they wake up, if they can realize that they are not robots, they are people with Hashem inside. The one who pushed them to move their fingers is Hashem. My friend, when he was talking, I was thinking, what he's teaching me, what he's telling me, I know. Who doesn't know? Yeah, but what he said, it's not an ordinary man who will talk like that. He's an old man, a big tzaddik, a posek hador, a gadol hador, who's talking to you. That means that Hashem is inside. This is we get used to our fingers. When we saw our fingers, moving our fingers, we saw our eyes, we open our eyes, we talk, we listen, we hear, we walk. It's normal. It's not normal. It's Hashem. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's a ve'asu li mishkan v'shachanti bitocham. We don't have just a spirit. We have something. Helik Eloah mimal. We have something from up there inside each one. Just all what we need. How much we invest on our Hashemayim, on our limud, Ahavat Israel, Ahavat Hashem. So, a few days later, I started to understand what Rav Shach alav Shalom told me. I put that in my mind. I record his word to feel what he told me. My friend, that day, I told Lior Marciano, I'm not going to sleep. I have to wait all night till this woman had the children. Now, of course, because they did not accept the abortion, the operation to exterminate them, this is the word that they use, exterminate them. I was worried a little bit. What's going to happen? It was a big responsibility. But on the other hand, I said, well, it was his choice. He should not listen to me. All the rabbis told him, take them off. That was his choice. And the other hand, that's what I wanted to give cancellation to myself. But inside me, I said, with the emunah that those people have, impossible. That those two children, they will be not normal, impossible. This kind of emunah, crazy emunah, only with this emunah, impossible. That something bad, chas v'chala, could happen to those children. So I convinced myself that I did good. That I said the right word. I did what I have to say, and that's it. And then he called me. He called us in the middle of the night. That the wife, she had the two children, and they took them to examine what's going on, what they're going to do. And I told him before, make sure that they will not kill them. I told him this. My friend, today I talk to you. Those two children are very well, healthy, beautiful, two girls, living. I took the plane the next day, and a week later I flew to America from Israel just to see them. And the grandfather, he lives here in Los Angeles. He's a friend of Rav Tzvi Reisman. I will tell you the name after. This is ve'asu li mishkan v'shachanti b'tocham. Now, who is here the one who did the miracle? The emunah of this couple. Because they had the choice to listen to the rabbis, the halacha. It doesn't mean it's the halacha is with them. But sometimes the emunah of a person can be ממעל הטבע. And this ממעל הטבע can change everything. The ממעל הטבע is ועשו לי משכן ושכנתי בתוכם. This ממעל הטבע, to feel הקדוש ברוך הוא inside you. And I'm sure, I'm convinced that when we do na'aseh v'nishma, when we study Torah, mamash, we leave everything behind and we study Torah with all the problems we have today. It's na'aseh v'nishma. You know, just when you decide to go to the college, to the Beit HaMidrash, to study, this is na'aseh. When you sit and learn, this is nishma. So the na'aseh v'nishma, we repeat it every day. Every day. And I finished. When Haman wanted to destroy the Am Israel, why? Because unfortunately at that time, they did a lot of bitul Torah. He started to do shtuyot. To mix with other people. And then Haman came. Like today there is too many Hamans today in the world that they want to destroy Am Israel. So what it is, what we have to do? Come back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have no choice. Chas v'chayila to think that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he doesn't love Am Israel. We are his children. Banim atem l'Hashem Elokechem. I saw in a book last week that why we are banim, why they call us banim, the children of Hashem, because our neshama is under the Kisei HaKavod. Because our neshama is under the Kisei HaKavod, so we are part of Hashem. So banim atem l'Hashem Elokechem. Can you imagine what it is? Banim atem. So ועשו לי משכן ושכנתי בתוכם, it's normal, because we are banim. Because we are banim. I feel I am ben, yes. So if Hashem, before we said, how can we explain, I am, Hashem, he live on me, Hashem asked me, prepare your body, that I will be a mishkan in your body. Oh, I am. Yes, I am. Yes. Each one should feel that he has this zchut, because he is a ben. Banim atem Hashem Elokechem. And when chas v'chayila, we want to go a little bit out of the derech, so HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he reminds us. I'll finish. I love the pasuk that we learn in Parashat Beshalach. Vashem holech lifnehem. Believe me, sometimes every year when I read this pasuk, so I have like tears in my. Can you imagine? Hashem is going in front of me. והשם הולך לפניהם יומם. ובלילה בערבות אש הקדוש ברוך הוא, he take care of me. I take the plane, Hashem is before me. He's in front of me. I am the street in the car, Hashem is in front of me. I go to my business, Hashem is in front of me. But sometimes Hashem, he wants to see if we are after him. He is before us, but Hashem הולך לפניהם, so we have to be אחריו, we have to be behind Hashem. So sometimes Hashem will look back. Are we behind him or not? So if not, חס וחלילה, הקדוש ברוך הוא ירמד, hey, I'm here. When the Bnei Israel they saw the big nest in Purim, what it said in the Megillat Esther, קיימו וקיבלו. First thing they did, it was like Matan Torah, נעשה ונשמע. Instead of saying, קיבלו וקיימו, no, קיימו וקיבלו, like נעשה ונשמע. They realized that Hashem, he is inside every one of us. בעזרת השם יהיה רצון שהקדוש ברוך הוא will give you ברכה והצלחה, בריאות, פרנסה טובה, and בעזרת השם today is ראש חודש, כשנכנס אדר, מרבים בשמחה, שנזכה כולנו יחד בעזרת השם, לביאת משיח צדקנו, במהרה בימינו אמן כזה we wish, this דבר תורה לנשמת your grandmother, Mir, Bat, Asafta.
Miral Bas Shafal Yosef.
She was a big tzaddiket. She was waiting all the time for Mashiach. She had a small suitcase. She was waiting for Mashiach. What emunah she had. What emunah she had. So she nishmata began Eden. שהקדוש ברוך הוא ייתן לכם ברכה והצלחה ובריאות והרבה נחת אמן כן ירצה.